Here's what happened in One Ordinary Day episode 3 and 4. Hyun-soo enters the detention center while waiting for his trial to proceed. And here is where his life in prison begins. He becomes prisoner number 7927, with two cellmates, an older man and another man with panic disorder. Life at the prison was okay the moment he entered, and he was warned never to intervene if he sees anyone been beaten or bullied. While the prisoners were watching television, the news of Kim Hyun was displayed. Life became difficult for Hyun-soo after the prosecutor in charge revealed the case and his identity on live TV. With the help of one of the guards, the prisoners started hazing Hyun-soo by tying a rope around his neck in an attempt to strangle him. When he realized he was at the verge of death, he told them to release him. Back at home, lawyer Hyun briefs his parents about the cost of his professional service. He reduced the cost from $70,000 to $50,000 since his parents couldn't pay. Meanwhile, the news of the case broadcasted got the attention of another lawyer. Lawyer Park asked his assistant to get in touch with Kim Hyun parent and inform them about her plan of helping their son without charging anything. When lawyer Hyun visits him with small presents and an ATM card for his expenses, he guiltily relayed his change of lawyer. Lawyer Shin Jung-han tells Hyun-soo the harsh reality Hyun-soo might face if they don't find a way to prove his innocence. And also his parents' decision of going with a pro bono lawyer from a well-known law firm. Lawyer Shin Jung-han later accuses the firm of stealing his client. Captain Park Sang-byum finds a possible evidence to prove Hyun-soo guilty, which confuses Shin Jung-han. Also in prison, Do Ji-tae, who is a prisoner in control of exchanging goods in prison, offers to help Hyun-soo in case he needed him while he's in prison, but for a price. At the end of the episode 3, Hyun-soo's cellmate, who often gets beaten by other prisoners, was seen hanged above him. This caused Hyun-soo to panic. Out of panic and anxiety, Kim Hyun-soo run for a prison breakout. The officers caught him, started beating him, and ended with Hyun-soo still being in a state of shock and panic. Episode 4. Through the help of Chief Park, Prosecutor An meets Hyun-soo pressuring him to go for a polygraph test. Chief Park also backs up the prosecutor, luring Hyun-soo of how public sentiment can be raised, thereby helping him and his parents in the process. Hyun-soo has agreed to do the polygraph, also known as a lie detector test. Captain Park and Prosecutor An Tae-hee join hands and execute their wicked scheme to turn the result in their way. Captain Park even lets Hyun-soo see Hong Guk-hwa's dead body and takes his inhaler. However, he keeps it at arm's length. It ultimately puts pressure on Hyun-soo's mental condition since he can't even use it. On the other side, Shin Jung-han immediately rushes to the NFS. He tries to stop him, but Hyun-soo has already made up his mind. After understanding the polygraph may not end up in his favor, Shin Jung-han, once again, helps him. And this time, Hyun-soo also decides to stop the test. Moving on, Hyun-soo's life in prison worsens each passing day. He just wants to get out of it, but the way is still blocked. His review hearing also does not end up in his favor. While Hyun-soo sets forth for his trial, lawyer Shin goes to the clinic that prescribed fentanyl, synthetic opioid, to victim Hong Guk-hwa. Through his devious manipulation, he gets hold of pertinent information about the victim. He discovers that Hong Guk-hwa used to take sleeping medicines for the past 3 years, which was recently declared a narcotic drug. He sells this information to Bumhan law firm. Instead of helping him out, Park Mi-kyung, who is the new lawyer, makes a deal with Prosecutor An to give 10 years imprisonment with no appeal to close off this case. It shows that Bumhan law firm is doing all this for only a media boost, since the Chrysanthemum case is a high-profile murder case. At the review trial, lawyer Park highlights the physical abuse her client is enduring at the detention center for a crime that is still not proven to be his. But Prosecutor An turned the tables that the bruises came from his attempted escape of the prison. She withheld the fact that the cause was his panic attack after his cellmate committed suicide. Hyun-soo, unfortunately, was not able to explain his side. Ruling out Hyun-soo's continuous detention, He goes back alone to the detention facility where he was welcomed with a cut from one of the crazy jailbirds. He was helped by boss inmate Dooji to nurse the cut he got. He also gives him a pep talk that his fate as a prisoner has no uncertainty. Instead, he should focus to survive as a jailbird. Using the victim's medical records, lawyer Park negotiates with prosecutor on a 10-year jail time sentence for his client under involuntary manslaughter. She cites precedent cases which makes her offer irresistible. Lawyer Park proceeds to meet Hyun to explain the best result he can get with piles of evidence on his case. She was only trying to convince Kim Hyun to accept the deal and confess he actually killed the victim. But Kim Hyun shows resistance, citing he cannot agree to something he didn't do. Lawyer Seo meets lawyer Shin to give the money for the medical records. She also mentions how the case will progress with Hyun-soo's forthcoming confession. Unhappy to learn about prosecutor An and lawyer Park's agreement, Chief Park expressed disdain as he is fully convinced that Hyun-soo deserves a life sentence. Despite feeling bothered about confessing to a deed he did not commit, people around Hyun-soo are all saying the plea bargain for his case is his best option. At the trial, lawyer Park takes charge in answering for Hyun-soo to not mess up the agreement in place. However, Hyun-soo refuses to confess to the crime. Thank you Park Mi-young even brainwashes Hyun-soo to confess his crime, telling him that he has no way to get out of this case. However, Shin Jung-han tells him to question himself whether he really killed her or not. Therefore, during the hearing, the table of justice turns completely, messing up Park Mi-young's plan. Initially, Hyun-soo confesses his crime. However, after questioning himself numerous times, he couldn't do it. Thus, when the judge asks for the last time, Hyun-soo denies it, stating he did not kill her. Hence, One Ordinary Day Episode 5 will be turning the whole story in a new direction. Is his lawyer really trying to help him out or condemn him? Watch the next episode to find out what happens into Kim Hyun-soo. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for One Ordinary Day Episode 5. Will lawyer Shin still stay by Kim Hyun-soo's side? Who is Chief Park and the prosecutor trying to protect? By the way, please leave your comments below. Let's hear what you think about One Ordinary Day Episode 3 and 4. Keep supporting us by sharing our videos and subscribing to this channel.